Hello and welcome to another sketchbook tour. As you can see, I have both hands. I finally bought a stand, so that's great. I have to buy a microphone, so I'm sorry if the audio for this video is not great. I've got a fan on in the background because it's like very hot right now. As you can see, I have multiple sketchbooks for this video, mainly because well, a lot of like stuff happened between my last sketchbook tour and my sketchbook tour like now. This sketchbook was used for just either like personal stuff or notes for school. This one was the one that I started shortly after the last one and then gave up because I just started hating these sketchbooks. And then this was my school sketchbook. I'm going to start with this one in chronological order. This is the one that I started, and you've seen some of these drawings from my last video when I showed the fact that I was doing another sketchbook and also wrote sketchbook wrong. I don't know, I'll explain further, but you know, let's just see. I'm still very proud of this page. I remember being in class and I don't know, just really wanting people to see me draw it because it took me so long. Yeah, it was a lot of fun actually. I was very scared of coloring it, and a part of me kind of wishes that I hadn't shaded it in red. Like, I think I've gotten better at using color and understanding why things are and everything. You see that more in my school sketchbook because I'm more experimental with my art, but even now in like my digital art and everything, you see a lot of color. These were some clowns that my friend made in class. This was a sheep person thing that I drew. This is me. I think this is a French song by La Femme. Yeah, it is. Sur le plant. Excuse my terrible pronunciation. This is a honeysuckle drawing. I don't know if I draw it multiple times, but I have an obsession with honeysuckle, mainly because I want to get it tattooed. So it's my mom's favorite flower and I want to get it tattooed. So yeah. I watched The Amazing Digital Circus. I like it. Like, it's not bad. I think that their kind of experimentation with animation and everything is really cool. But I don't know, it's just, I feel like it's not exactly my thing. But I will say, R.I.P. Gummy-Goo. Anyway, this is OC. I don't really use her anymore. This is me studying like dimension. I don't know. This was drawn by this lady who came to our school. She drew me. My nose piercing and everything. Oh no, wait, no, I drew in my nose piercing. Anyway, she like was talking to us about studying art and everything. This is a page that I drew after looking up a lot of references of people dancing. I might do something similar to this in a bigger format. I've started really liking working with like A3s and 50 by 70 centimeter kind of big drawings, mainly because of school. I think it's still kind of cute. Some of the anatomy is a bit weird, and I don't know why I used watercolor on a pen that doesn't take watercolor, but whatever. This is a very cute page, and my pigeon obsession starts here and only grows. Like, I have an obsession with drawing pigeons specifically, and also just birds. Yeah, this was a reference from a guy on Pinterest. I looked up a bunch of pigeons because I love pigeons. This is from Bottoms, which if you haven't watched, I recommend it. Rachel Sennett and Ayo, I'm really sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I keep saying Adubri because she's the Irish queen, but then I forget how you actually pronounce her surname. So editing me will put in how you pronounce her name.
Ayo Adubri.
This is me. Yeah, just a very sweet drawing. This was a drawing I did from, I think I was listening to a TV Girl song. More honeysuckle because the obsession has grown. Lots of lambs. I really started getting into like drawing animals this year. I'm very proud of myself. I really like drawing animals. It's like one of the, I could argue that I draw more animals than I do humans, but I don't know. This is a character from a book we were reading. I'm so thankful I don't have to read that fucking book anymore. This was when I found out I needed to get a root canal. Newsflash. They hurt so much. Root canals are some of the most painful shit I've ever experienced. Just so painful. I remember I was there for like 2.5 hours or something, and I woke out and like I had to get like a bajillion pumps of anesthetic in my mouth. They had to put it in the roof of my mouth and everything, and it was so painful. And I was like really woozy afterwards, and I woke out and I was at the bus stop with my mom and I just broke down in tears because of how much it hurt. Freddy Fazbear. I think that's by the same person who did the clowns. And they did it because this is my Five Nights at Freddy's OC. She's very old. Her name is Sadie Sheep. This is me talking about my tooth. And I had basically a week of really bad tooth pain, to the point where I had an infection, which is why I needed to get the root canal. My sister and me on the bus, me writing stuff for my class, more lambs, a D&D character which I never colored, and it's just, I really like the line art for her hair. I really love her in general. I don't know what I was doing with this. I think I just wanted to have something like cool. I think it would have been cooler if it didn't have it. I went to the Melanie Martinez concert. I have loads of little like butterfly confetti from when I was there. I went with my friend. Coolest thing in the whole world. Very cool. Although I have opinions on her merch. I don't remember this character's name. If you ask me a character's name, even though I've watched the whole show and I don't remember, I'm sorry. But I drew her. I actually still really like this drawing. Again, no color. You know, I think I'm a big baby and I should have colored this. My sister drew this. Guys. She's going into art as well. And I'm so happy that she is, because she's just so talented. This was me just drawing in the train station, my shoe and everything. Lucy Gray, because I am an avid Hunger Games fan. I don't know, I really love her like outfit. This is nearing the end of the sketchbook and you can tell. This was for a class. These are moths. This is my old OC with her big fluffy friend. And then this is where I start having a manic breakdown. This is Lorca, or a shitty drawing of Lorca. This is thumbnailing that I did for thumbnailing. I drew a bunch of stuff that I liked, and then I did one thumbnail or two, and I ended up doing this one of this guy with like a bunch of books and stuff that he has to hold up, and he's like almost dying, and then at the top is like the diploma for high school and everything, and I won the competition. It was a competition for colored pencils and I got 100 euros, which was really fun. This was prepping for a commission that I still haven't done for a friend, which is really terrible because this was back in September, but I didn't have time. And then this is me realizing that I didn't finish the sketchbook. It's really sad because it started off really well and it even has a cute little Kuromi sticker, but I started hating the paper so much. Oh, more honeysuckle. Oh, by the way, the last sketchbook is Artway, which is, you can get it on Amazon for like maybe a tenner or something. And this is a Canson sketchbook. It was like 6 euros at the art store. It's not great, but it's better than these ones. I like using this. I have another one which has nothing in it because I use it for thumbnailing. I don't really use it for like sketchbook, beautiful, refined drawings. So when I started the sketchbook, I was very like, I had so many ideas. I was very frustrated with the way school was going. I had this teacher who really Bowie, oh no, he's gonna go bark on the terrace! No! So yeah, I had a really terrible year. I think that's the best way to describe it. I was writing about geese because I was going to Ireland to see my family and everything. This is me. And this is me being like, this is sketchbook 5 or 4.5. I start doing much more like observational drawings. This is like all the boxes that were in my room. A little story, I don't know, you can pause and read. I lost a school book in the mess, which was great because I needed that for final exams. But these are my boots, which I love. This is a heater, which didn't work, and every time we'd use it, the power would go out. This is a little kid I saw. My dog is eating the ice in my room for some reason, so if you hear stuff in the background, it's him. OC stuff, same girl that you saw with the big fluffy thing. I saw this kid during Christmas, and oh my god, they were so cute. They were wrapped up in this big old scarf, and their mom was bringing them around, and it's just so cute. Me drawing about my cat, me doing stuff while packing. I found my local book. This is how I draw myself, and this is a referenced like picture of me. I like it, and it kind of looks like me, but it's very rigid. More observational drawings. This was drawn in Ireland, and this is just a lady I saw on Pinterest. I wanted to draw a very Sailor Moon-y manga panel style thing, and I really enjoy doing it. Like it's so much fun. I probably do it again in my next sketchbook. I just figuring out like panels and everything. This is not as great as it could be, but it was a fun exercise. This is observational drawing in my class. This is me trying to explain how to draw hair to my friend with a very shitty drawing of hair. Swatching markers for design, my OC and my friend's OC, which I love her so much. I sent her a bunch of art recently and I miss her. More me planning stuff for what I was going to wear for graduation. I wore this more at my sister's graduation, and I didn't wear the blazer. I only wore like I don't know what this part is called. I only wore that. More honeysuckle, more lambs, a weird looking frog. Homework. This was a character design exercise I did with my friend. This was my friend and I organizing a bunch of videos for a project that we had to do with me being sick, because I'm sick every 5 minutes, which I got in a lot of trouble for. This is my friend. You'll see her a couple times in the sketchbook. When I was bored, I would just draw her. This is a lady with eyes, boobs for eyes, eyes for boobs, eyes for boobs. This is an Art Nouveau inspired thumbnailing. I don't know where the finished piece is, and I hate it. I hate the fact that I used marker for it. It looked gorgeous, and then I ruined it. But I love Alphonse Mucha's work and everything. Yeah, a lot of this is just doing stuff for class. I got shouted at for drawing a glass. This was a study that I did from like the reference that I had, which wasn't very hyper realistic, and then the lighting of it, and then it was also with a nude pencil, and then how I would like interpret that. And I think that was really nice to like see how my style like progressively goes more and more cartoony. JC Leyendecker, I used one of his drawings. There's a guy meant to be here, but I didn't draw him. I used one of his drawings as a reference for an art class that I had where I was doing gouache and a dog. I bought some colored liners, which was so much fun. I love colored liners. They're so much fun. I love them so much. This is my D&D character. This is my sister with our dog, which you can't see very well, but he's there. And then this is me and my friend. My drawing is kind of shit, but my friend looks fine. This is an old OC, and I was just doing like her body type and everything. This is some thumbnailing for a project I was going to do for my literature class, but I didn't do it in the end because I didn't have time. A really weird looking flower, more like character design idea stuff that I was doing with my friend. I love this girl. She's just so warm. I don't know how else to explain it. I just feel like her face is one of my favorite faces that I've ever drawn. It was my 18th birthday. I'm a little adult. Hey! Nothing has changed. This is my 18th birthday. It was an interesting birthday. My sister made this really beautiful, I'll see if I can put up some photos, but my sister made a really nice strawberry shortcake style cake. Here's a weird thing I found on Pinterest, I think. Loads of like thumbnailing and ideas for more school stuff, just there's so much school stuff. I went to an exposition thing, that's the right time to use it, because in Spanish, exposición is like presentation, like for school. So I always say I did an exposition, and my mom is always like, it's presentation. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I had to get blood drawn. I had this massive fucking bruise on my arm for like a month and a half. Like, my bruise took so long to go away. It was insane. It was just this giant splotch on my arm. I went to the 8th of March. It was a lot of fun. This is me calculating stuff about my notes. This is a character I have for a comic that I'm trying to write. I have like 3 stories, and this is one of them. It's very Irish. I can like talk about it in a video at some point if you guys are interested in like my OCs and everything. This is a bullshit page. We don't have to see that. Oh, I love this spread. So I watched Madoka Magica. I haven't watched any of the movies. I want to watch the movies, but I didn't have time. But I love the show. I love them. I love them so much. And I drew them with my colored liners. I love Madoka's like whole vibe. I love when magical girl stuff, I like magical girl stuff in general, but I love it when it's like specifically scary. Not magical girl sight though. This is from a podcast called Midst, which my friend showed me. I haven't finished it because, again, a lot of the things that I like, I started midway through the school year and then I couldn't continue watching them or playing them or whatever. Like, I haven't been able to finish Hades since I bought it. Really fun characters. I love her. I don't remember her name because of course I don't. But it's a very good podcast. my friend again, and a lemon, mainly because I had some leftover paint from class and it's a bit dirty, like brown in some places, but you know, it's some spare paint, so I painted her. This is a plant. I actually have it. It's one of my plants. It's a little bit cartoony, but I was just drawing some random stuff in class. Karl Marx. I love my markers. What else can I say? I love markers. I love markers. Potita. If you don't know, I also really like Chainsaw Man. I'm not like an avid anime viewer. Saying that though, I have read the entirety of the Chainsaw Man manga, so I don't know. Me being sick again, this was a study that I did for an exam that we had. I didn't do as well as I wanted to, mainly because this format is easy, like a small format. This is A5, so it's not as hard, but bigger formats are harder. This was like a doodle I did, and I actually quite liked her. I kind of pictured like a cartoony drag queen style character, very like, she doesn't look like Chapel Roan, but it's very inspired by Chapel Roan because I was listening to her. Mice, because I love mice. I just love mice so much. Again, I love drawing animals and I love drawing cartoony animals. This one was the first one I did, so his eye is different. But then I started drawing them like with these little eyes. Okay, I love this. So more mice. I think this guy's my favorite, although this guy is one of my second favorites. This is Survivor of l'Espal of 2024, which was the entrance exams, which the university students gave us some stickers, which was so sweet of them. I was doing some like sketching for ideas for lino prints that we were doing for class. I ended up doing this one, and it's based on the salmon of knowledge. He's a bit tangled, mainly because I was inspired by how like Celtic symbols kind of have like overlapping arches and stuff, so I wanted to do that with a fish. Yeah. It ended up looking very cool. I would probably do it again because it was my first time ever doing lino, but I really enjoyed it. This was a statue study I did with some Arctic acrylic pens that I have. This is... Okay, guys. I drew this over the course of basically a week, and it was all in school, and it's some of the first kind of idea layouts that I have for a massive story I'm trying to write. I will keep you guys updated, because if you like Alice in Wonderland kind of horror, love kind of sad stories, I think people would like it. I don't know. I'm planning on making it into some kind of like a comic or graphic novel or something. I don't know, but I would really like to actually make something. I did all of this with liner, except this bit, which I did with a hoo-hoo marker, which you can see shadowed through the page. And I had my philosophy teacher come up to me and he saw it and he said that he really liked it and that it was very cool. This is me over the years. I think it's very cute. I would definitely like to make something more big out of it. Also, Portal fan art. I love Portal. What can I say? I love Stephen Merchant. He's fucking hilarious. I think he's great. And I love him in the game. It's so funny. The cake is a lie. And Chell is my wife. So these are the two characters who they've changed. She's changed the most. He's kind of the same-ish, but these are the two main characters of the story I'm talking about. If I hear one person say that he looks like Howl, thank you. And he is kind of Howl inspired. I get so many people saying that he's like Howl and I'm like, no! Garfield. I was at the university writing down everything I could remember about different types of techniques, and they ended up asking about oil. Beautiful exam. I was so happy walking out of that exam, and I had people telling me I passed you in the exam and I saw your drawing and I wanted to kill myself, and I was like, thank you. A drawing from one of my other stories. I have a lot of stories. I just like writing about characters and weird things. This is the same character as before. Her name is Ethel, and I love her. And she is a sweetheart, and she is the best character in the whole wide world, and she's so cute, and she's traumatized. This is a bird, and it's got gears inside of it, because it's not a real bird, it's like a mechanical bird. And that's part of the story. So I was literally at the university, again, studying for these exams, and then I'm prepping for another exam. I kind of, this is still being used for notes, but you know, I have a lot of random stuff because there's a pocket in the back. I recommend this sketchbook for anyone who just wants a chill sketchbook to draw in. I recommend it. Also, swans, children of Lear. I love Irish mythology. I'm reading a book about it right now. This is my school sketchbook. It's the last sketchbook I'm showing, and then I'm going to show some random art. this sketchbook is a nightmare because I had to basically, you would do a drawing like a certain study every week, and then you had to hand it into the teacher, and she wouldn't grade it, she wouldn't give you any feedback. It was just, oh, I did it. 1, boxes, boring. Fruit. I didn't have the right pencils. I had the right pencils, I just kept grabbing the wrong ones and then not bothering to grab the other ones. So bad. I'm not even, what the fuck is this? This is the Rockstar snarl from Gumball.
Whoa, she even left a kiss next to it. Who kisses like that? It's like a rap star snarl.
This is where I started caring. I did some back studies. Love this guy. This guy was very cool. This is an anatomy study. I did some hands. There's one that I really like of a mother who was holding her baby's hand with her fingers. It was very cute. This one's very cool. I just did it with just a, what you call it? A random pen I had. Arm studies. I don't like this page. Feet. Free feet. This was when I was in Ireland. I was doing some hair. I really like her hair. It was very cool. This is my granddad's hair. He's bald. Some legs. A little kid who's squatting. I thought that was very cute. Furniture. This is where I started going, you know what? I'm gonna push the boat out a little bit. And try and like see what I can get away with. So I started like drawing over drawings because there was no space. This is very boring page. This is just some seats. Objects, random objects from my room. So like a bin that I saw in the classroom. This was my highlighter. This is a really nice pair of scissors which I have. They're for cutting hair, but I use them to cut paper because I'm an idiot. I drew some shoes. I drew kids' shoes. I love drawing kids' shoes. They're so much fun. And then I drew ballerina and some like fancy guy shoes. I love these. I always get told that these are very cool. And then more like cool shoes. And then a croc. Some lights, like I don't know, lámparas. Lamps. This is mine. I have that over there in my other desk because I have my school desk, which is actually an art desk, and my other desk, which was actually my school desk. It's just like easier because it's under my bed, but man. It's a very cool desk. You can like flip it up the way to like not get back pain when you're drawing. But I'm a hypocrite and a masochist, so I don't use it. I have this kind of lamp in my room. I love this. I did these with my sister's acrylic markers before I got my own. And then animals. I think this was the page and the moment that I realized just how much fun I have drawing animals. I drew wolf. I drew another wolf. I drew a pigeon after like my pigeon obsession. I still am obsessed with pigeons. Like a ram. My cats. I love this one. Look at his face. And then this was my puppy. This is Bowie, the one who keeps barking and who's now learning to sleep on the floor. I had to draw glass. So I drew loads of like glass things. This was a watercolor thing which I got very angry with because I couldn't get the values dark enough. A song from the Hush sound because I love the Hush sound. Here's me playing around with metal and being too bored and lazy to actually do it. Some faces. Again, I think with me anyway, I like crisp line art, and you can see I like did some of it. But I get very scared of like how dark my values are. So my grayscale tends to just be very murky. And that's not bad when you're trying to define a face. But if I could go back here, I'm not gonna like redo anything because this is gonna be archived. But if I could go back and kind of like go over some stuff, I think my anatomy is like decent, but I would make the values much darker in the shadows. Some body studies. Sorry, there's boob there. It's purely for artistic purposes. This is one of my favorite pages. I love doing figure studies. This is a very muscly baby I saw on most of my life studies and like people studies are from Line of Action because Line of Action has a really good like roster, but I do sometimes go on some random art websites just to vary my palette because this guy and this woman show up all the time. Yeah, it's not as interesting. This isn't as interesting either. I was very tired by the end of this sketchbook. Hi, thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry for the kind of abrupt ending. I had a few more things I wanted to show, but I kind of decided I'd leave them for another video. I don't know if you could tell, but I got really tired by the end of this school year. Absolutely, it was so tiring. I had to do final exams and entrance exams and a lot of stuff. While I was editing the video, I had a really hard time looking back at all of my unfinished old art because it has been a while since I've looked at those sketchbooks. I have a new one now that I use for like notes and stuff. And I'm planning on getting a really cool square one soon. So I'll make a video about testing that out and everything. Yeah, it was hard to look at it because my art has changed so much and I'm not really in the best art frame of mind. Like, I am happy with my art, but I would like to expand things, and I haven't really been able to, you know, do the art related things that I wanted to do due to school. Hopefully that'll change, and making YouTube videos really helps with that. I have 2 videos that I'm planning on posting more or less in August, so we'll see if I manage to get those done. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, it'd be really appreciated. And if you want to say something, comment, it's always lovely to hear from you guys. But yeah, thank you very much for watching my video. Bye!